Welcome on back, everybody, to Comic Conquest. Today,
The
we're here
She-Hulk
to talk about.
finale
Yep, there you go.
has happened. The last 3 episodes of which they differ from each other each week. We got Daredevil back. Pretty hype. Yeah, Cole's got his Daredevil shirt, and I'm still rocking the same shirt that I've had for like the last 5 years. So let's get into episodes, not the last one.
Okay, so episode 7 was what was episode
Is
7?
that the one where she went to? That was where she went to the Neil Blanc.
So this episode's so memorable that we know what happened. I think I don't even want to say anything else. I think that's it.
Yeah. Episode 8
Hey,
had
Return of the
Daredevil.
King.
Return of the King. I remember this episode.
yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
This is one of the stronger episodes for sure.
It was. I didn't see the internet meltdown as hard as I thought it was going to, so that was pretty nice actually.
Yeah, I wasn't like amazed. I wasn't
No.
like holy shit, but I was
My
like
God.
that was enjoyable.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was a good episode. It was yeah. Yeah, it was Daredevil's back. Daredevil's back. He's
Of
a
course we got
stud.
some issues of the episode. The CGI of Daredevil, he looked a little bit
He looked like a rubber ball.
like but besides that, I wanted. You see, this is the fucked up thing. Like, it's not his show, I know,
Yeah.
but I wanted more. I just wanted him to complete the hallway scene. I wanted him to, I wanted them to pan to him beating up more bad guys and just him smacking ass in the background.
You
Like,
wanted him to clap more cheeks.
Okay.
We told you
clapped
I'm getting
enough cheeks.
canceled.
He clapped enough cheeks this episode.
Shows up,
And then we
wins
go.
the case. I gotta say before
Okay.
you mentioned how when he takes the helmet back from Jen.
Yeah.
God, I forget everybody's name. This isn't even like the show. This is just me.
Yeah.
Jen, like he takes it back, and I watched the clip over and over again. I'm like, that is so jank. Like,
Yeah. The CGI is really jank. But the suit's practical. But there's also like the side things on his, like, he has to wear a sleeve over the helmet,
Yeah.
like, so that
that just
appears
disappeared.
and reappears. It just reappears in this. I was like, okay, well, guys, like,
I think
we're not
I
even
think
gonna
I think the
pretend.
biggest problem with the suit is that they don't shade. They don't like add. Nobody airbrushed in the panels so that they stuck out. So it just looks like, anyway. Finale episode.
I don't hate the practical. I love the suit. Like,
I love the suit.
practical suit looked great.
I'm just
But
saying.
when we got to the CGI stuff, something was off. It was just off.
All I'm saying is I think it needed the suit itself needed one more day in production where they went in and they did a little airbrush. So you just definition. But the finale
Finale episode.
is where yeah.
What's Hop Right Straight into? Of course, at the end of episode 8, she's like accused of all this shit. Like, she's exposed. Her sex tapes leaked. She's crushes shit. She's obviously upset, as anyone should be.
It's a very valid response.
And then she's sent
also
to
a
prison.
Hulk. Yeah.
And then she gets out of prison. She has to wear inhibitor thing, and then
She's all sad.
yeah,
She gets
and
fired.
she has to move back in with her mom.
Her mom just fucking roasts her, by the way. It's like, what the hell?
But she's still trying to figure out this intelligentsia thing, and then of course, as we all saw it coming,
Is
Todd was the villain.
Todd, yeah.
God, what a surprise.
It was Reddit Lord 32.
Yeah, Reddit Lord Todd.
Reddit Lord Todd.
Bitchless Todd.
Bitchless, who bought a Wakanda spear.
Yeah.
There's no way a Wakandan spear was $1 million. Dude got fucking
Damn.
ripped off. Yeah, he got scammed.
Anyway, a
she
highlight
goes
of this
to
episode,
Emil Blonsky's place again.
yeah, for like a retreat for her mental health. But a highlight of this episode, I would say, is of this whole series for me has been Pugs.
Dude,
Pug, he's so funny.
I fucking love Pugs. Okay, he has so little scenes, but Oh,
Every time he shows up, it's always a
he's
treat.
so good, so good. And Nikki's really good. I didn't think I would like Nikki, but then like as the series kept going, I was like, all right, Nikki.
You mean Mephisto? Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So then Nikki ends up getting invited to this intelligentsia event, but obviously she can't show up because
she's a woman.
And so she gets Pugs. We love Pugs. And Pugs is like, I don't want to do this.
He's like, I'm not a misogynist. She's
Yeah.
like, no, you gotta be a misogynist tonight.
And of course, as soon as we get into like you can see where this is lining up as soon as it's going.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's gonna be at Emil Blonsky's place. That's where
you see all the
be there.
you see all the posters where it's like align your chakra. I don't remember what they said. Shit like that.
Well, there's the scene of like the gate, and you're like, oh, they're at Emil's. Anyway, and then of course like Todd stole her blood. Like, God, what a surprise.
Yeah, Todd's super
sexy
and
he paid Emil to show up as the Abomination.
Yeah, I do have a problem with that just because it's not the characterization they established for Emil Blonsky, but that's a different thing.
But I also don't think he knew what was happening. I think he just paid to show up to give like.
Sure. No, 100%. I think he's showing up. He's like, it's a gig. I'm being.
And he said like the speech he gives is super nondescript.
100%. I don't think he wasn't with them. He's just an emotional speaker. But I do not think he would have shown up as the Abomination.
As Abomination.
That's because he doesn't want to go back to prison. He has 8 wives. I don't know why he would. Anyway, but yeah. And then Jen stumbles. She's like, I need to see Emil.
One thing we forgot to mention. Bruce. This whole episode, everyone's trying to text Bruce to call Bruce, and then, of course, Todd takes the blood. Or no, Jen shows up and is like, what the fuck?
What's going on? And Emil's like, shit. No, it's not. Ooh.
And then Todd takes the blood. He's like, I deserve this shit. And then he turns into whatever. And then Hulk drops through.
You forgetting about Titania.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking breaks through the wall.
Breaks through the wall. But Hulk also literally jumps through the roof.
Yeah, he does that.
At the same time. And you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, at this point, this was where I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, what? And then the episode cuts out.
Yeah, and this is the start of my grievances. I will say, I like the start. The start of this episode is good. It's solid. We're continuing the storyline. But as soon as she's like, I bet you want to turn this off now. I'm like, I wasn't thinking of that. I was just confused why everything was happening. And then it just goes to the Disney Plus page. I'm like,
yeah, and she breaks through as She-Hulk. And she breaks the fourth wall, and she goes to the writer's room and is like, what the fuck, guys? And then they're like, well, we're just trying to set up storylines. And then she's like, who told you to do this? And they're like, well, Kevin. And then she's like, Kevin? Who the fuck's Kevin? And this is what I love, August, is they play off the idea that we as an audience know who Kevin is.
Yeah, that is as much. Okay, I don't like this bit, right? All right, I have a whole page.
Okay.
But like, there are funny jokes here, and the joke of like Kevin is an omnipotent being that anybody who watches an MCU project just knows of is hilarious, because I know for a fact if my parents watch this, they'd be like, who the fuck is Kevin?
But as enjoyers of this,
yeah,
they feed in and they build tension off the idea like, we're gonna fucking. I legitimately thought we were gonna see Kevin.
I thought we were gonna see Kevin Feige too, and he's just gonna. And we just updated our channel banner. And I was like, are we fucking doing this joke?
If they play into that joke, August, I was like, oh my god, it got me so excited. And then like his office is guarded by a shitload of people, and she beats him up.
R.I.P. to those normal security guards who have their arms shattered.
Yeah, we get in there, and she gets into the office, and it's like omnipotent AI robot Kevin, who's wearing the hat that he always wears, and it says Kevin.
Yeah.
I thought it was just so brilliant. I couldn't even have thought of anything better, because
Well,
August, when they released the initial like teaser for this finale, and I was like, why the fuck is Hulk here? Why is he fighting Abomination? I was like, why is Emil Blonsky Abomination? I was like, why? What? Why? I was like, why? Just why? Just why, August?
yeah.
And I was like, and of course they didn't fully commit to the fourth wall break like at the first 8 episodes of this. So it was like just like, oh, we threw it in there because like that's part of the comics. This was like straight out of comics. There's a comic panel, I'll pop some up, does it a lot, where she'll like just rip the page in half and be like, I don't like this shit.
Yeah, I saw that all over Instagram.
It reminded me of that, August. And
Yeah.
she has a interesting conversation with our savior Feige. And we mentioned the X-Men. She says she looks at camera and literally talks about the X-Men.
When are the X-Men coming? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
August enjoyed it, as I can see.
Yeah. It was like, okay, yeah, now you're trying to get me on board. Okay.
And
Sure.
she's like, why are we having all these storylines? And Kevin's like, well, actually, I think it's kind of interesting. And then she's like, shut up, Kevin. It's my show, Kevin. I don't care about Hulk, Kevin. I care about Daredevil, Kevin.
Give me more Daredevil. A girl has needs. Whoa!
And then of course she like goes back to the episode and everything's fixed. And Daredevil just drops from the sky, which I thought was hilarious. Because August, the show has trouble. We're getting into like a full blown review now. This show has trouble like setting up the tone. Like the first. Like they can't commit to how they want the show to be.
100%.
The episodes all vary. This to me was like, okay, we're finally committing to like this is a joke. Like this isn't serious. She mocks the show for having like this blood thing where it's like that's just the super soldier serum thing again, which people have been saying online.
I mean, to be fair, the whole does originate from trying to replicate. It doesn't matter.
Yes, I know, but we don't need to see the storyline 17 times.
Oh no, I'm not saying we need another storyline.
So the fact that they broke away from that and just owned it was super funny to me. And Daredevil's there for no reason, and I'm okay with it because they know it's a joke.
Yeah,
it's a joke. I'll let you take over from here, August. Talk.
Okay. Now, please understand, amazing audience of which potentially could cancel me in a few seconds here. I have a problem with just the storyline here, right? Just the story, nothing else. Okay? I just want to lay this brick down here, so you don't go find some made up Twitter page that I don't have and say I have weird tweets. But I feel like if you didn't want to do the blood storyline...
Bigot! Sorry. Sorry.
If you don't want to do the blood storyline, don't do it. Just don't do something else. I don't feel like you should have committed to this through the last 8 episodes and been like, no, this is dumb. Like... Yeah, we know. Don't do it. Don't do it. I feel like saying that you know that there's a problem, but doing the problem until like the very last minute and being like, no, we know it's a problem, so we're just gonna change that now. It's like, why not be the change you wanted? That sounds. I stole that from someone, but just
okay, Michael Jackson.
Just do it. I felt like there wasn't really an ending, and that could just be that they're setting up for She-Hulk season 2, so that, I mean, that's fine, but I don't feel like things got resolved. Like, she just stated, I want this to be done now, Kevin, and Kevin was like, okay. Like, get rid of the blood storyline. Okay, what else is there? Todd gets arrested. Sounds good. He just gets arrested. Emil Blonsky takes actions for things that should not have happened. Done. And Daredevil shows up. Again, I'm not complaining. I love Charlie Cox, you know. What else? I wrote this when I was really mad which I've cooled off now, and I feel like I did overreact just a little bit. Oh, she didn't learn anything. She just kind of got her way.
Okay, this is the one point I have too. If a story about character development, which most of these movies are, like we take a movie that just came out, like Thor: Love and Thunder, like he has a development of a character to where he realizes he can care for things, like he could have a kid. There's no development in the story.
Yeah,
she doesn't realize anything.
Well, I said this when we did the first video on this, like the clapping thing. This would have been fantastic.
Just easy character development.
If she at the end, she like they're all yelling at her and she just like does a light one and they're all knocked back and she's like, "Shut the fuck up, huh?" And they're like, "Whoa," like just that. She just kind of likes having powers now.
She doesn't. Yeah, there's so.
This is my biggest like problem.
This is an issue for me too. So we take a show like Daredevil, right? Daredevil, what does he realize in the show?
He learns that he can't do everything alone. I don't remember exactly.
Well, I was talking more about like him as a character. He realizes that, like, of course he goes up and down. It's a great show. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a fantastic show that I'm
but
in season at the beginning of season 3, he says he goes, "Fuck Matt Murdock, I am Daredevil." Like there's only Daredevil here.
Yeah.
And by the end of the season, August,
he comes back. He
realizes he needs a work-life balance.
Yeah.
You could have easily put that in there for Jen. Work-life balance.
Exactly, 100%. And Daredevil, Matt kind of says that. He's like, I think
they literally teased it. He literally was telling her, "You need a work-life balance."
Yeah.
Anyway,
but that's really why I don't like when she just goes to Kevin. Is like, "I would like this," and Kevin's like, "Okay." It's like.
But you could also argue like, I'm gonna play both sides here, so
that's fine. Go ahead.
You could also argue like this isn't a traditional MCU project. She doesn't need development. It's a sitcom. It's supposed to make you laugh and like just like easy enjoyment.
You can have a sitcom, right? You can have funny thing. Although it kind of the MCU also kind of feels like a sitcom, which is why I'm really glad that Werewolf by Night was not a sitcom in the traditional sense. But like. You can still have character development. I know that there are sitcoms of which I'm totally blanking out on because my mind is total mush after this week.
So you're right. So if you want to go to sitcoms, Friends, which I know you might probably not have seen, 9 seasons. There's development there, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
This is season 1. So this is season 1, August.
That's true.
Like there's long-term development.
But further the character.
So we can't.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just. Like, I'm not asking, like, for a total 360, 180, like, character change, but, like, just something. Push the show a little bit. Just a little something. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
We're not going to give this a number, I don't think, August. I think we've said enough.
Let's put up the Rotten Tomato. We'll put up the Rotten Tomato score. This is what everyone else thinks.
We'll talk about the post-credit scene or like the ending scene, August. That I'm sure you want to talk about.
I am so happy. I'm a fucking genius, guys.
Let's cut to the clip.
Burst of weird tangential thoughts, but I was so. Here we go, everybody. Let's get into the science of this shit.
Let's put on your tinfoil cap, everybody.
Let's go fucking nuts. So, Bruce was taken by, I think it's a Sicarian ship. I think that's what it's like designated as, or whatever the fuck some nerd knows. But like, it was a ship we saw in Sakaar. Now, if we go to theory of physics, if the farther away, time dilation longer. You watch Lightyear. It explains. He was gone. He went fast. Time could have changed differently. Hulk could have been gone longer than 2 years on where he was, and so I think that's how you can introduce his son Scar into the MCU. Damn, that's crazy.
That was crazy.
Who could have called it but me? Let's go.
I can't believe it, August.
Neither can I. I pulled that theory out of my That came out of nowhere. I was washing my hands, and I was like, it'd be crazy if Hulk went to space and he comes back with his Scar. Scar has returned. I mean, he didn't go anywhere.
He showed up.
He showed up. Scar has shown up, and I didn't see anybody else call this. I know New Rockstars really wants something with a baby with Matt Murdock and Jen Walters. That's weird. But Scar, World War Hulk, Planet Hulk, that's kind of the shit that it's looking like. Cole, you have questions about how Scar exists. Shoot.
I was just so taken aback, man. First of all,
Was it the hairline?
The hairline was not great, man. The hair,
Dude,
the hair was hideous. He's old.
Yeah.
Huh?
Time dilation, baby. I fucking
But we're in a universe that has established it's not a thing. Guardians of the
that
Galaxy.
we know of.
Thor.
That we know.
Hulk
of.
was gone off. So Hulk leaves at Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And he was. How, Kevin?
Kevin.
Kevin, tell me how.
It's possible that a Hulk child ages faster than a normal child, of which we haven't seen a Hulk child because the only Hulks.
Also, Scar's part alien, so maybe I'm just putting human biology to it. Maybe he's some special alien.
Hey, humans have an oddly long baby period. I forget the scientific name, but like Grogu is like an example. There's a whole film theory on it. I don't know.
Okay, August, tell us what. Explain Scar to us, please. What do you want to see with Scar? What do you
with
expect?
Scar, I feel like we're kind of setting up the ability for Mark Ruffalo to go retire in a nice way while still leaving us with plenty of Hulks. But I don't think he is for a while because he seems to really enjoy putting on pajamas and dancing around like an angry man. So I think we're going to see the return of Angry Hulk, and it's going to be crazy, and his son's going to be like fueling him like, come on, Dad, let's fuck shit up. Come on, Dad.
think this is their loophole to give him a Hulk movie. I think this is the loophole that they needed.
That contract's about to end.
Oh, is it about to end? Even if it wasn't, I believe this would be the loophole for him to have his own Hulk movie. Like, it's
The
not
Scar
a Hulk movie.
movie.
It's the Scar.
They're like, what the fuck? It expires June 2023. My guess is this is a Phase 6 movie they have not announced, but they're like, because they can't announce it without Universal being like, hey, wait, God. So I expect June 2023.
And I think it's no secret everyone wants Angry Hulk back.
Everyone wants Angry Hulk back.
So yeah, any other predictions here, August, that year?
Harrison Ford is Thunderbolt Ross.
Of course, we saw Abomination that's going back to prison. God, I wonder what's gonna happen there, guys.
Oh wait, he broke out.
Yeah.
Wong was a homie. He's like, nah, it's all good, bro. I fucked up. Cool. I love Wong committing felonies, and it's pretty great. So, yeah.
There was a Red Hulk mention also in
the
episode
Red Hulk
8.
mention. There was for the Daredevil episode that felt like it ended, and then she's like, it's not done yet. What? That was crazy.
Satisfying conclusion.
Satisfying conclusion.